upstairs to Tim and John.
Thank you, Mike. And just underway here at the Air Canada Centre, the Battalion is the Majors, and right off the opening minute, Rafi Torres, a hard shot from the left wing, and the Brampton Battalion go in front 1-0 just 55 seconds into this hockey game.
Okay, what we see here is Brampton capitalizing on a bit of a defensive lapse from the Majors. Pass over, Pierce bites on him, Torrey just lets it go, and of course it's in the net.
So Rafi Torres, the Battalion's leading scorer, that's his 10th goal of the year, and the second Battalion to reach double digits in scoring, along with Lucas Havel. So Rafi Torres putting the Battalion in front 1-0 very early in this game here at the Air Canada Centre. This is the second of two meetings between the Majors and the Battalion this year. The Battalion won the first meeting 4-1 at the bunker earlier. The Majors took both games last year, one at Maple Leaf Gardens and one at the bunker. 2 minutes and 30 seconds having transpired here in the first period. Giveaway in the neutral zone. Mike Rice moving in. Rice with a shot. Bateman the save. They score again. Rafi Torres on the rebound. And the Battalion go in front 2-0. And the Battalion, big gunner, firing on all cylinders early, John.
This is a little unusual for the Battalion. I mean, they're not really a high-scoring team. They're coming out here on fire. They're catching St.Michaels back on their heels a little bit.
So Rafi Torres putting the Battalion in front 2-0 with his second goal of the game, 11th of the year. As we see the giveaway in the neutral zone.
Nice little play by Mike Rice there.
And they've added Rostislav Klesla this year, the 4th pick in the CHL import draft, and scouts are already projecting him as an NHL first-round draft pick in June. So watch for number 7. Here's a chance in front. Lucas Havel score! As the Battalion got in behind the coverage, and Lucas Havel, another member of that big three up front for the Brampton Battalion, putting the Battalion in front 3-0.
Okay, one of the things, Brampton is not necessarily known as a high-scoring team. One of the things we do notice about Brampton is they've got the lowest goals against average. But we're looking here, wide open in front of the net, Brampton player, all of a sudden, slides it right under Dwayne Bateman for the 3rd goal of the game.
Klesla in the corner, number 7. Klesla, we were talking about him earlier. Here's a chance in front. Nistis shot on goal. Chant will make the save. Nistis poking at the rebound. So George Nistis, the Majors' second-year player, testing the second-year goalie, David Chant. North Bay and Sudbury at 11 points apiece. Just North Bay and Sudbury have games in hand. And here's a fight in front of David Chant. Majors Daryl Boudland and Paul Flash for the Battalion. Boudland, certainly a rough, tough customer, likes to mix it up, but Flash, one of the bigger guys in this league, checking in at 6'6". So Boudland has his hands full with Paul Flash, and Boudland has that left poised and ready to strike. Flash holding him off, and the linesman will separate those two combatants. Far side for Chad Woolard. Now the Majors have room to set up. Woolard for Boucher. One timing right on goal, rebound, and Chad a couple of saves as Adam DeLue in front of the net. Karup long shoot in, puck bouncing back of the net. The Battalion quickly to it. Popovic keeps it into the line for Kenny Karup. Kenny Karup centering, quick shot, score! Majors connecting on the power play, and Ryan Walsh putting the Majors on the board here at the Air Canada Centre.
Yes, we see some nice play on the boards by Kenny Karup. Ryan Walsh sitting in the slot. All he has to do is put it in.
Majors with the number 16 power play in the league as we look at the rebound, or the replay rather.
Pass out to Kenny Karup in the corner. Kenny Karup being very patient. Sees Ryan in front of the net. Ryan puts it home.
Here's McClement. Centering pass, and nice save by Dwayne Bateman. Charging the call on Mike Sellon as Lucas Havel moving in, and Dwayne Bateman a heads-off save on Lucas Havel. Sort of in slow motion at center ice. A couple of big, strong OHL veterans here, both second-year players. Boucher holding his own against the bigger Kearns, and down they go. And similar to the fight we saw in the first period, Paul Flash and Daryl Boudland. Boudland and Boucher both tough customers for the Majors, but Chant loses it to Budlin. Budlin takes the hit from Rostosov Klesla. Budlin goes down heavily, and Klesla will pay the price, and Adam DeLue goes right at Klesla. DeLue has dropped the gloves, challenged Klesla, and Klesla goes right at him. Klesla locked in a struggle with Adam DeLue. A couple of very fierce competitors in Klesla and DeLue. There's DeLue with the right, and Klesla and DeLue will go down in a heap, but Walsh sends it back for Brad Pierce. Pass for Woolard doesn't work. Bateman for Hobble. Hobble curling. Torres to the net. He scores! And Rafi Torres completing the hat trick. And again, that #1 line for the Brampton Battalion. Absolutely deadly when they gain control in the offensive zone.
Well, what we've seen here is St. Mike's get just a little bit lethargic, and Brampton being very patient, coming up and capitalizing on that opportunity.
And just pinpoint accuracy from Rafi Torres. There's Hobble finding Torres, side of the net.
One of the things we've seen this afternoon, Tim, is why Torres is the leading scorer. He has got a shot.
Jobs to work with the major players on their skating. Chance in front, Woolard the shot, and a very nice save by David Chant. Well, Chris Boucher will start it out. Boucher lead pass. Now here's a chance in alone for the Majors. Score! Kenny Carup! And the Majors cut the gap to 4-2. The Majors leading score. Kenny Carup getting in behind that Brampton Battalion defensive zone coverage. A rare defensive zone breakdown by the Battalion. And Kenny Carup capitalizing.
As you say, Tim, we've been talking about the St. Mike's breakdown frequently, but now what we're looking at is a bit of a breakdown by the Brampton defense. Kenny takes advantage of it, and there we go.
For Chris Boucher. Boucher falls victim to the forecheck. Torres, the shot, bad turnover as the mid follows up. Woolard back of the net with Daryl Budlin. Here's Woolard hanging onto it, finds Delaney. Now Bannon in front of it, Bannon shot, no shot, score! Matt Bannon, he fought off the coverage, had a couple of whacks at it, and the Majors' second power play goal of the game. And John, an opportunistic power play goal for the Majors. They close the gap to 4-3.
Well, what we saw earlier in the power play is a miscue by the Majors and a great confidence booster for them also, with Torres in front of the net and Bateman stopping him. What we see here is the Majors then coming back after that miscue, passing it around. Delaney in the corner, passes out to Bannon. First shot is stopped, he gets the rebound, bangs it home.
Wins it cleanly, back to Maleko, shot to the net, and Bateman will steer it aside. And here they go, Tyler Cook, and one of the big Brampton players, Tyler Cook hanging on, and that is number 16, Mike Rice. Mike Rice and Tyler Cook. And down they go. So that's fight number 3. This GTA rivalry getting very physical. Tyler Cook, Majors rookie, lead pass for Torres. Ahead for Hobble. Here's Hobble, shot, and a nice glove save by Dwayne Bateman. And Lucas Hobble, extremely dangerous on Rostislav Klesla. Here's Bannon, unable to take the pass. Lucas Hobble. Lucas Hobble, left wing. Bateman, a sprawling save. Now Kenny Carup. Kenny Carup to center. Left wing. Woolard scores! Shane Woolard cranking it from the left wing. And the Majors have fought back and tied this game at 4. Shane Woolard pounding it from the left wing, and David Chant beaten from long range.
Well, what we saw here is another play by the Carup-Walsh-Woolard line. See just the end of the play there, Chad Woolard letting it go. We've seen a lot of play close into the net in the third period. Not expecting a goal like this to go by Chant.
Well, this line has combined for all 4 major goals.
Number 21, Kenny Carup. And number 3, Tyler Cook.
Chance in front, Delaney shot it. David Chant, a heroic save for the Battalion. Another chance in front, and Budlin is squeezed out of there by the defender, Rostislav Klesla. Now Rafi Torres, left wing. Here's Torres with a fake, and a nice play by Chris Boucher. Boucher breaking it up, and here's Delaney, left wing. That will be called back on the 2-line offside. But to play regularly, they're going to have to earn it. Here's a chance at the point. Brad Woods, oh my goodness, it almost went in. It looked like Kenny Carup works it loose. Here's Kenny Carup held up by Harrison. Now a chance side of the net for Ryan Walsh. touch, but denied by Chan. Popovic stretches for the loose puck, but the Battalion will skate it out to center. Here is Bateman shooting wide, and two majors converge on Jeff Bateman in the corner. Now they're all in there. Now Bateman seemed to hold up in the play. I suspect maybe the whistle had gone behind the play. I'm not sure. He did let the shot go off, but it seemed like a rather lackadaisical shot considering how much ice he had. Now, I'm thinking maybe the whistle had gone, and the major's taking exception to his even shooting the puck at all.
No, and back then the ushers would probably tell you to sit still and be quiet if you were like that.
Mark Popovic sends it deep into Brampton territory. Time winding down here in regulation. Boucher at the point. Boucher's shot is blocked. Now Keith Delaney. Keith Delaney tied up in the play. Klesla working it loose. The horn sounds. So the end of regulation time, the Brampton Battalion and the Toronto St.Michaels Majors battling to a 4-all draw. So 1 point is in the bank for each team. And they are still battling along the boards. We'll take a break. We'll be back in overtime. This is St. Michaels hockey.
Sudden death overtime period.